Alrighty guys, so today I'm going to tell you guys about how I passed the BCBA exam confidently. So, two things. One, I'm going to have my notes here. I'm going to be looking at them. I'm not going to pretend like I have this memorized because no, nobody's got time for that. Second, full disclosure here, when I went into the exam, I still felt incredibly nervous during taking the test. I was incredibly nervous. Like, I can't even begin to explain to you how much I was sweating. And I saw the printer print those papers, and the little rumor is if there's one that prints, you passed. If two prints, you didn't. And just remembering that moment and seeing like other people's results come through and being like, is that my one piece of paper or did I get two? So keep that in mind here when I talk about these tips. If you're still really nervous, that's okay. You're probably on the right track. If you're nervous, that means you're motivated, you're trying your best. So my first resource I have is Study Notes ABA. So I studied every day. If I took a rest day, it was like once in a great while. Now that doesn't mean I was spending 3 hours studying every single night, but I always tried to get into the information a little bit every day. So Study Notes ABA was when I would sit down and spend a couple hours really taking notes and learning the material. They are a great resource. They have a collective that they do. I really found the 1 month cram to be really beneficial too. They have the 1 month, 2 month, 3 months. Check them out. I think they're a great resource. Very realistic, colorful, fun. They have Instagram account. They have an app themselves that I thought was awesome. So definitely check them out. Another one that I used to really just get in those little bits of studying here and there when I'm watching TV, when I'm in the bathroom, at the doctor's office waiting. I would use the ABA Wizard app. So this one I found hit and miss. Some questions were wrong, some questions weren't the best, but you're still getting immersed in the material. They broke it down by the different sections on the task list, things like that. I found that great. So another one, just to stay constantly on top of the material. When I'm scrolling on Facebook, doom scrolling at night, I was in Facebook groups of ABA studying. So what I found to this be helpful is everybody be asking questions, and the same questions that I probably asked, like what does this mean? What's the difference between that? So I'm just constantly exposing myself to the material. Okay. So our next one is mock exams. So this one I feel very passionately about. I feel like an aspiring BCBA needs to take mock exams constantly. The test is designed in a very specific way. It's meant to be hard. It's meant to be tricky. It's meant to make sure you really know what you are trying to do and trying to learn and understand. So with mock exams, there are some free, there's some you can pay for. I'm going to link them all down below, and I can put, which ones are the free ones, which ones are going to cost money. But with that, I was like almost just so wrapped up in it. So what I would do is, let me just open it for you guys. So I would go through, I would take my mock exam, I'd sit there and I would just have the environment set up like I'm going to be taking the exam, I'm not having snacks during my mock exam. I'm prepared for the real thing. So I would go through, I'd take it, I would, follow the time, I would do all that. And then once I finished the exam, I would go through and see the ones that I got right. I would go through and see the ones that I got right, but, I guessed. So during my mock exam, I would actually write down the number on the question. So like if it was question number 14, I'd be like, okay, this one, let's be honest, I'm just guessing here. Or like, it's between these two, but I really don't know. Here's my best guess. I'd write that down so that way I could come back and look at it and be like, okay, I almost got this one down, but we're not quite there yet because I'm just lying to myself if I don't. So I'd go through the ones I got correct, the ones that I semi-know, and the ones that I freaking had no idea. So those ones I would go through and I would literally write down. So this is just questions from a free mock exam here. I would write out every single word of the question. I hated it, but at the same time, I loved it because it gave me a sense of control over it. It allowed me to really immerse myself in the questions, understand how the questions are written, things like that. So I'd write out the questions. I'd write out, the A, B, C, D choices here. And then I would go through and figure out why this one's absolutely not it. Figure out why, this one's close but not it. And this one's it, things like that. So I'd go through and really break those questions down. And I feel like that's where the mock exams really gave me that competitive edge. So it allowed me to just practice how those exams could be presented, right? Yeah, I would say that is most of my tips I have for you guys. Just remember, take breaks, take me times, do special things for yourself, have a special candlelight when you study, snacks. Don't punish yourself. Use AB in yourself. If you start punishing yourself, it's going to become aversive. You're going to start avoiding it. You're not going to like it. You got to make sure you're enjoying yourself while you're studying for this exam because it's a beast, guys. You can do it. I'm so confident in you. If you have any questions I can help you with down below, I can link everything. I can link additional resources as well. Just let me know what you guys need. All right, thank you.